High-profile politicians and leaders are expected at the funeral service for the late Minister of Public Service and Administration, Padayachie. And political analyst Professor Stephen Friedman says it would be a serious problem if SANRAL CEO Nazir Ali was pushed to resign. I'm Richard Brooks. High-profile politicians and leaders, including President Jacob Zuma, are expected at the funeral service for the late Minister of Public Service and Administration, Padayachie, today. The service will be held at Durban's Sahara Cricket Stadium. 62-year-old Padayachie died in Ethiopia last weekend, where he was attending a meeting of the African Peer Review Mechanism. Family spokesperson Solly Pillay.
The healthiest people in the world have heart attacks, and he suffered a heart attack. And obviously the pressure of work, obviously the pressure told on him to some extent. Travel schedules are hectic, moving from one place to the other, juggling so many balls in the air, nationally, internationally. It obviously all took its toll on him. But he was never a guy to shy away from a challenge. I'm tempted to say never a guy to shy away from a fight, but he never saw things as a fight. He saw things as a challenge.
Political analyst Professor Stephen Friedman says it would be a serious problem if SANRAL CEO Nazir Ali was pushed to resign. This follows Ali's resignation, which has caused mixed reactions. The opposition to Urban Tolling Alliance, OUTA, which was granted an urgent interdict in April to stop the launch of the controversial e-tolling system, says it imagined the e-tolling matter might have been a catalyst for Ali's resignation. Friedman explains.
If he was pushed, we have a serious problem because his role in this is equivalent to that of a civil servant. You don't ask the civil servant to resign about a political decision. I don't think that the e-tolling issue could possibly revolve around whether Nazir Ali was in a good mood or not, or whether he handled people particularly well or not. And you cannot make Mr. Ali responsible for that decision. It was never his decision. Government must be responsible for this decision, whichever way it turns out.
The Central Energy Fund's chairperson, Sanki Mthembu Mahanyele, has told Parliament's Energy Committee that she wants to ensure that personnel with the appropriate skills are employed at the fund. The company has seen a spate of resignations from some of its management. Its CEO resigned in October last year, and its chief financial officer resigned at the end of February this year. The company and its subsidiaries are responsible for exploring appropriate energy solutions to meet the future energy needs of South Africa. Mthembu Mahanyele explains.
The problem has been that you'll have a project identified, and it looks like a very good project, but you do not have a person with the proper analytical skills to say, in order to tick on a project and say, this is a final project, we are going to invest money in it. You find that people take off and run with a project before a lot of things have been done. Are you going to have a budget that is sustainable enough? Where are you going to locate it?
Legal Aid South Africa has told Parliament that funding was the biggest challenge it was facing. It was presenting its 5-year strategic plan before Parliament's Portfolio Committee on Justice and Constitutional Development. Legal Aid says it wants to reach out to more people, especially in rural areas, but is constrained by funding. Spokesperson Mpho Pasha.
That we lobby for more funding. The more we get funding, the more we can assist more people and really get into rural communities and help more people in terms of their legal problems. Funding has always been a challenge, but with the buy-in of stakeholders, I believe we can even get to implementing more programs. Currently, with the budget that we're having, we always not actually able to reach more people.